Mixing an intensely fierce persona with an unyielding determination and irresistible charm results in the creation of a UFC sensation. Sean O'Malley has risen to become the most renowned bantamweight in UFC history, solidifying his status as one of the sport's most prominent figures. However, his ascent was far from easy, marked by contentious stoppages, drug suspensions, and formidable opponents that threatened to derail his career. It's a narrative punctuated by knockouts, stardom, and scandal, illustrating O'Malley's rapid ascent to prominence within the industry. This is the rapid ascent of the new Connor Mcgregor and reigning bantamweight champion, Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley catapulted into the spotlight with his standout performance on Dana White's Contender series in 2017. Yet, to truly comprehend the trajectory that brought him to this pivotal moment, we must rewind the clock significantly. Raised in Montana, Sean's affinity for combat sports blossomed early, leading to his inaugural amateur MMA bout in 2013. Despite his lack of seasoning, his innate talent was unmistakable, though he lacked the support of a formidable team. Tim's discovery of Sean marked the beginning of his journey in the amateur circuit, where he encountered both triumphs and setbacks. A pivotal moment arrived in his fourth amateur bout when he succumbed to an armbar submission, highlighting the imperative need to refine his grappling skills. Subsequent matches showcased both victories and defeats, underscoring areas for improvement. A contentious episode arose during a bout with Carlos Lozoya, where accusations of feigning fouls to secure victory emerged. Nevertheless, Sean persevered, culminating in a commendable amateur record of 9 wins and 2 losses. Armed with invaluable experience, Sean transitioned to the professional MMA realm in 2015, swiftly amassing an unblemished record of 7 wins and 0 losses. Such was the buzz surrounding the promising newcomer that he earned an invitation to display his talents on Dana White's Contender series in 2017. Sean O'Malley's performance exceeded expectations, garnering admiration from Dana White himself and even eliciting excitement from Snoop Dogg. Faced with undeniable talent and potential, Dana White made the inevitable decision to offer Sean an official UFC contract. In his inaugural appearance under the glaring lights, O'Malley dazzled, offering glimpses of his striking prowess and grappling finesse, securing a decision victory. However, despite these triumphs, his performances fell short of their potential due to Sean's reliance on a vegan diet, resulting in diminished physicality and imprecise execution in his last 2 bouts. It wasn't until Sean crossed paths with Dr. Andy Galpin that a transformation occurred. The effects were palpable in O'Malley's second UFC bout in 2018, where he exuded confidence and power, showcasing a diverse skill set. Even on the mat, Sean exhibited proficiency with submissions, relentlessly pursuing the finish. However, in a harrowing turn of events in the 3rd round, Sean sustained a foot injury, rendering him unable to stand against his opponent. Despite enduring excruciating pain, Sean managed to secure victory, capitalizing on his opponent's lapses in judgment. With another triumph under his belt, Sean found solace in his success despite the challenges he faced. Regrettably, Sean's next bout was delayed for 2 years due to a suspension. His positive test for ostarine, although residual from a prior failed test, resulted in an additional 6-month suspension by OSADA. This setback proved disheartening for one of the UFC's most rapidly ascending talents. While the UFC provided opportunities for him to showcase his enhanced grappling skills on UFC Fight Pass during this hiatus, the prolonged absence from the octagon prompted speculation about his performance upon return. But oh boy, did he come back. In March 2020, Sean squared off against Jose Quinones, delivering a dominant performance that unequivocally announced his return. It was evident that Sean O'Malley meant business and was not to be trifled with. For his 4th UFC bout, Sean found himself pitted against Eddie Wineland, a seasoned bantamweight and the inaugural WEC bantamweight champion. While facing such a formidable opponent could intimidate many, Sean rose to the occasion. True to nowhere, this stellar showing propelled Sean to new heights. He was no longer merely a rising UFC prospect, but a determined contender on a path toward the UFC title, leaving a trail of defeated opponents in his wake and channeling a level of swagger reminiscent of his admitted inspiration, Connor Mcgregor. However, fate had a familiar twist in store for Sean. His next challenge was set against the seasoned bantamweight Marlon Chito Vera at UFC 252. In the midst of finding his timing, range, and rhythm in the first round, Sean suffered an unfortunate setback when Vera's kick struck his perennial nerve, resulting in drop foot and ultimately leading to a first-round TKO loss. Sean vehemently contested the outcome, insisting that Vera's victory was a stroke of luck and that he remained undefeated in spirit.
If that's not a freak accident, how many thousands of leg kicks have been landed? I don't know what is. You watched that fight. I was piecing
You
him
were
up.
winning the fight.
I was piecing him up.
So, but Sean, he got lucky.
I talked to the Sugar State Athletic Commission, and they took it away. It's not even.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that. I like that, Sean.
Nevertheless, the loss stood, motivating Sean to further assert himself in the octagon. His subsequent matchup was against the seasoned Thomas Almeida. Sean O'Malley delivered a masterful performance, showcasing superior striking and maneuverability over 3 grueling rounds. Despite Almeida's resilience, O'Malley secured another impressive victory, adding Almeida to his list of defeated opponents.
And the hesitation. Oh! He gets another highlight for the real Sean O'Malley. Finishes Thomas Almeida.
Maybe he should have stopped it.
Oh my
because
goodness.
that would not have, he wouldn't have taken that punch.
Unfortunately, the anticipated showdown between Sean and Munoz in July 2022 ended in disappointment. After an initial round marked by ranged exchanges, the fight took a sour turn in the second round when Sean accidentally delivered an eye poke to Munoz, causing significant damage. Unable to continue, the bout was declared a no contest, sparking controversy as Sean effectively believed that he had won, considering Munoz's decision to quit. However, Munoz expressed dissatisfaction with Sean's post-fight remarks. Despite the outcome, Sean's trajectory toward a high-stakes matchup continued, as he was slated to face former UFC champion Petr Yan in a bout to determine the #1 contender for the title. The long-awaited clash occurred at UFC 280 at the end of 2022, characterized by a heated battle where both fighters inflicted damage on each other, albeit with Yan largely controlling the fight. In a decision that stirred controversy, Sean emerged victorious, defending the outcome in typical O'Malley fashion. But no matter how you scored it, Sean O'Malley was the #1 contender, and his next fight would be against the reigning and defending bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling. The two would finally meet on August 19, 2023, at UFC 292, for a legacy-defining title fight between two skilled warriors. The fight was hyped up for months on end, with the spotlight finally being on Sugar Sean. Would this immaculate run of form lead to his first major UFC title? Well, after a fiery first round, whereby O'Malley dominated the current champion, it would take him only 51 seconds in the second round to win by total knockout through the use of some heavy-hitting punches. He had done it. Everything he has worked for, Sean O'Malley was now the UFC bantamweight champion. He was also awarded Performance of the Night for that same event due to his dominant display against a champion. The story doesn't end there, though, as Sugar Sean's next opponent to defend his new title would be none other than Marlon Vera, the only guy to have given Sean a professional loss. We know that Sean believes that it wasn't really a loss, and that Marlon was just lucky, but this time there were no excuses and nowhere to hide as the championship was on the line. At UFC 299, on the 9th of March 2024, O'Malley defended his title ferociously against a title-hungry Marlon Vera. The fight would go the full 5 rounds. Both competitors gave it their all and had their chances, but in the end O'Malley would successfully defend his title by unanimous decision. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the story so far of the next McGregor, Sugar Sean O'Malley. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for similar content. Who would you like to see next? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, stay quixotic.